This is Ranks with Dom Solanke. Dom, here's how it's going to work. I've got a list of categories. You're going to rank them from 1 to 3 on the whiteboard, with 1 being the best. We start off, I think you're going to like this, celebrations. Best celebs in the Prem. We've got yourself, Mo Kudos, where he just sits down, chilled vibe, and of course, cold Cole Palmer. Who's got the best celebration in the Prem? You happy you're in there, by the way?
Yeah, I'm happy I made it. I'm happy I made it, to be fair.
We could have gone with a range for you. You've got anime, you've got the bow and arrow.
I got a mixture. So I have to put myself on for
Love
that.
it. Great start.
Have to go with one.
Yeah.
The next one, I actually like both of these celebrations, to be fair.
Yeah.
Both kind of iconic. I'll give Cole number 2.
Yeah.
And then, yeah.
That's fair.
This number 3.
I feel like that's fair because obviously we see that a lot, but
Yeah.
everyone's imitating that, and they're on social media or fans. Is it his own celebration though? Or do you know, or is he taking that?
There's that debate between him and Morgan.
Yeah.
Innit?
What can you tell us?
I think Morgan actually did it first, but I think Cole kind of like put it out there more. I think so. Everyone obviously kind of relates more to him doing it now. So
Do you put Madders' darts one in the mix as well?
It's alright.
Fair enough.
No, it's not. It's good. I like it when like players have like a celebration that links to them. So Madders is good as well.
Okay, next up we've got legendary England strikers Alan Shearer, Wayne Rooney, and of course current skipper Harry Kane. Oof.
This one's tough.
Tough, isn't it?
Tough. 3 generations. I think I have to go with H first.
Yeah.
He's obviously a phenomenal striker, world-class striker, and I think obviously for my era, he was the guy that was still now doing it for England.
Yeah.
Broke many records and stuff, and he's someone that's definitely like led the country to many big tournaments in the last few years. So go with him.
And of course he is the record goal scorer, as you said.
Yep.
It's three elite players, isn't it?
It's tough. I think I'll go with Rooney second.
Yeah.
Bit more. I didn't really see much of Shearer, so it's quite tough.
You see more Rooney than Shearer, I get that.
It's quite tough to judge, but obviously Rooney was another great player for not just for his country, but for his clubs as well. And when you think of Wayne Rooney when he came onto the scene so young,
unbelievable.
It was crazy, to be honest. And Shearer was obviously a fantastic striker. That's a lot of history as well. So it's hard to put him last, but like you said, they're all great.
They're all top 3, yeah. Kane is the best finisher that you've ever seen in training, because you've played with a lot of top players for club and country. Would he be number 1 for you?
Probably say like he's finishing second to none, like all type of finishers as well. So he's, like I said, he's phenomenal. Next
up, I like this one. It's very random. We've got most famous Dominics. Dick and Dom from Dick and Dom in the Bungalow, Dominic Toretto from Fast and Furious, and Dominic Calvert-Lewin. There aren't that many famous Doms, mate, to be fair.
There's not.
Are you aware of all of these? Obviously, I know you know Dom Calvert-Lewin.
This one.
Dick and Dom.
I'm not really.
I thought you'd say that.
I don't really know too much about that. Obviously, Toretto.
Yeah.
I love Fast and Furious movies, so he's a good one.
Yeah.
And then Calvert-Lewin, obviously, player, know him.
Yeah. Famous Doms.
Yeah, I'd probably say I'll go Toretto number 1.
Gotta be, isn't it?
Yeah,
Gotta be.
I think a lot of people like Fast and Furious, obviously, huge movies.
Probably the most well-known of all. I think that's fair to say. Of the Doms.
Yeah. But I guess because it's quite a big name, we'll go with that, and then
Dom Calvert-Lewin in third. So Dom Calvert-Lewin, what has he got to do to go ahead of Dick and Dom, do you think?
I just think obviously football is like just football, but this is kind of like everyone.
Mainstream.
Yeah. So that's the only reason I would go with that.
Okay, we've got great Premier League centre-backs. Next up, Saliba, Van Dijk, Diaz. Who are the toughest Premier League centre-back to come up against?
I get asked this question quite a lot, to be fair, and I'd probably say Virgil, probably the toughest opponent I've faced in my career. So,
what specifically is that? Is that his physicality? Is it his ball playing ability? Because he is a complete centre back, or is it the fact that he can do a bit of everything?
Yeah, I think it is the fact that he can do a bit of everything. Like He's obviously big, powerful.
Yeah.
Reads the game well. Quick as well. So yeah, he's a complete defender.
Do you think he's the best centre-back in the world right now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Fair point. Don't think many would argue with that.
These two great defenders as well. I'd probably go Saliba number 2.
Yeah.
And then Diaz 3.
Yeah. What the thinking behind that? Obviously 3 top players.
To be fair, I think I've played against Saliba more than Diaz, so I think I probably had more battles with him.
Yeah.
So I probably know him a bit more. But yeah, they're 3 great defenders.
Any other defenders we've missed out, like maybe an underrated centre back that you've had a lot of battles against in the Premier League?
I think a player like Rudiger when he was here. I think players like that are quite tough, quite aggressive.
Yeah.
Always like trying to manhandle you and stuff. Yeah, I think these are quite similar physiques, but I think on the other hand, like a player like Rudiger is quite different and difficult as well.
Next up, we've got toughest keepers in a one-on-one. Again, 3 top keepers. We've got Alisson, we've got David Raya, and Emi Martinez. So for you as a striker, you come up against all of them.
Yes.
Toughest in a one-on-one. I'm intrigued to know what you go with here. This is not easy. Not that I've played against any of them, but.
And number 1, it's tough between Alisson and Martinez. I'd probably say Martinez number 1.
Really? What puts him at number 1 for you?
I think just the fact that he makes like some crazy saves.
Yeah.
A few times I've played against him, and I thought I've scored like the balls come in like from across.
Yeah.
And he's just made like the craziest save, and it's like, damn.
You're winning away. Yeah. The bow and arrow's ready.
Yeah. So he's made some crazy
he's
saves, not just against me, but like just in his time as well. So he's a great keeper. And yeah, it was tough between these 2.
Yeah.
Alisson's a great goalkeeper as well. Knew him from my time at Liverpool as well. So
yeah, what's he like in training? I was going to ask you that.
Yeah, no, he's really good. Great guy as well. But yeah, when you see it like every day, like the saves he plays, like his confidence on the ball and stuff, he's obviously a world-class keeper. And then that leaves me with Raya in 3rd.
Okay. Happy with that order?
Yeah.
Bit random this one. The player that you'd be least like to stuck on a desert island with. Richarlison, Pedro Porro, Mickey van der Ven. You're on an island.
So what's number 1 is
number
the
1
one
is who you'd least like to be stuck on the
okay.
island with.
Why
are you laughing? You're looking at...
I just think I'd have to go Richie straight away. Just because like the language barrier.
Right, okay.
Like, he's a great guy, great character, but I think we just run out of stuff to
talk about.
Or, like just survival.
Fair enough.
We just...
It's a great reason.
Bit of a crossroad.
He looks like he's unhappy being on the desert island there, doesn't he? You've got to think there's entertainment value, who can help you get off the island. There's a lot of factors at play here.
I think I'll put Pedro 2nd.
I thought you'd do that. Why? He's a bit of a character, isn't he?
Yeah, no, he's a great guy. Like, I get on really well with him. But yeah, I just think between him and Mickey, I think me and Mickey could do more to get out of the situation we're in. I think Pedro, I'm not too sure he'd bring enough, but I'd back me and Mickey's chances.
He's very, I've met Mickey a few times, mature beyond his age, isn't he? Very sensible. Yeah. I feel like he'd give you a lot of options getting off the island. Yeah,
no, he's a great guy. Pedro.
Most entertaining though to be on the island with? Would Pedro take that?
I'd probably say Richie.
Yeah, really?
Richie's a great character for sure, but like I said, we'd be a bit lost, like trying to explain and stuff. It's like, it wouldn't work.
It's a great reason. Love it. Okay, I'm looking forward to this one. Current Premier League strikers. So we're doing this on current form. We've got Haaland, Isak, and Chris Wood. So 3 strikers. They're on great form, all of them.
What does current form mean?
Well, we're talking about this season, current form. You're a striker. Where would you rank them?
It's tough because on current form, obviously Isak's on a crazy run right now.
What a player.
But then Haaland still scored however many goals this season as well. So I'd probably still put him 1.
Okay.
Just because, like we said, he's still scored one of the most in the league, and like we're not speaking crazy about it.
Yeah, fair point.
But it's tough because Isak's obviously in great form right now. So
how good a player is Isak in terms of his ceiling? Because I'm watching him play now, and it looks like he's going to score every game. As a fellow striker, how good a player are we talking about here?
Yeah, I think he's very good. I think on the ball he's very good as well. Brings a lot more than just goals, and yeah, I think he's still got more to give. So yeah, he's a great striker.
Yeah, and you're putting Chris Wood at 3. I think we've got to give a bit of praise for Chris Wood, because for me, he seems to be a player that's been underrated for so long, but his form has been exceptional, hasn't it? What have you made of his season?
Yeah, I think this season he's really showed what he's about. For them to be where they are on the table and him to be at the spearhead of that just shows the season he's having.
Okay, next up, we've got toughest atmosphere to play at in the Premier League. We've got St James's Park, Villa Park and Anfield. So we're talking atmosphere. For you as a player, how do you rank them?
Probably say Anfield 1.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, when Anfield gets going, yeah, it's quite the experience.
Yeah.
Difficult place to play, like I said, when the crowd are really behind the team. It's difficult to play. I'd probably say St James's Park second, you know.
Yeah, okay, fair play.
I think the atmosphere there is really good.
And you've got the away ends are so far away, aren't they?
Yeah,
that's what
yeah.
the players think about, like when you
High.
score, you can't see your fans.
Yeah, it is super high. I remember I scored there a few times and like looking up there, it's like quite crazy.
Yeah.
And yeah, Villa Park
3.
Villa Park.
Obviously, we've picked those 3. You can say other stadiums. Is Anfield for you the best atmosphere in the entire Premier League, would you say?
Anfield, yeah, probably would take the #1 spot, yeah.
Next up, we end on a bit of a fun one. Most likely to be the best James Bond. I love the graphic design here, by the way. Dominic Solanke, Lucas Bergvall, Heung-min Son. I've got to say, look at those 3 fantastic photos of you all.
Didn't have to put myself 1.
Mate, you can. Nothing wrong with that.
I'll put Sonny 1.
Sonny, yeah.
I'll put Sonny 1. Like, even from the picture, he just looks like a
Does,
Bond.
Yeah. He looks good, doesn't he, there?
Yeah, it's obviously a cool, calm guy.
Yeah.
So I'll go
Great guy.
him #1.
Yeah.
The bright blue suits throw
I
me off a
know,
bit.
yeah.
Throw me off a bit. Yeah, I'll put myself T.
You're looking good there, mate, in the tux. Do you rock the tux a lot? I think it's a good look for you there, mate.
Yeah, it's not bad to be fair. I don't mind throwing that on I need to.
And what would Lucas say it being? I think he looks. Look at him. He looks very sharp.
He looks
He looks
fly.
well there, doesn't he?
He looks fly there.
He looks good looking
Looks
there,
fly.
doesn't he? Look. Well, how would he feel about being #3 in the Bond? It's the big category that we're ending up.
Yeah, I don't know. He might be a bit annoyed about it, but to be fair, like if he was in a black suit, it might have swayed my judgment. But yeah, the bright blue suit.
Bergvall at 3. Sonny takes it. If he can't make it, Dom steps in. Everyone's happy. Dom, always a pleasure. Top man. All the best for the season,
Pleasure,
mate.
thank you.
Let's love it.